Hello YouTube, I am here at Candi and Kirks Fish Room, and if you don't know who they are, Candi is the customer service manager for Aquarium Co-op, so you might have talked to her. But they have very beautiful tanks as you see behind me, and we're going to take a tour of all of them, so stay tuned. All right, just to give you a layout of the room, we're going to start here, kind of comes around. We're going to start at the 125 because that's a really sweet tank. And it comes around to the side over here. All right, so we're going to start at the 125 here, and the first thing I see are these Conste Tetras, which were mine. And I've always been a big proponent of how they school. They're one of the best schooling Tetras I've ever kept. And as you can see, they are schooling back and forth quite regularly. We have a spotted Congo puffer in here as well, who we're going to feed right now. Does he have a name?
No, that's bad luck.
It is bad luck.
I will not name my fish.
It is super cute.
Kirk tries to name fish. Caleb tries to name fish. I refuse to name my fish. It's just bad luck.
Come and get it. Oh yeah. Are those Danios?
Yes, those are Kirk's purchase.
What kind of Danios do you know?
Just leopard Danios.
Oh, okay.
Kirk bought them and then stuck them in my tank.
Nice. I see some Emperor Tetras
Yes.
as well.
There's a couple that made it from our move. Our move kind of wiped some of our fish out, so.
All right, so I don't know how we want to go. There's so much. We got peacock gudgeons in here. We've got
Yeah.
cardinal tetras. No, green.
neons.
Yeah, green neon
Yeah.
tetras. What else is in here?
Peacock gudgeons.
Any plecos? Or no, I don't see any cories. What's going on here?
No, I'm not a Cory girl.
We're not friends anymore.
We're fired.
This tour is over. How does
Okay.
anyone? It's one thing to not have any, but to say that you don't like them, like
Oh, no. I didn't say I don't like them. I'm not a Cory girl to where
You're not
I'm
a
afraid they're
fan.
going to dig up my plants.
Okay.
Because they would dig up my plants.
If you say so. Now, what's your routine for caring for a tank like this? How many weekly water changes?
No. I do very minimal water changes. Hardly at all.
And fertilizers?
Occasionally, but there's enough fish in here that keeps these going. I will use root tabs for my root feeders, for my crypts and different things, and my Olvaceus.
And then it looks like we have a 110 hang on back.
Yeah.
And are these the co-op lights?
These are the co-op lights.
Nice.
I
And
was a tried and true flue ball girl, and now I love our lights.
I'm telling you, I love the lights too, and I hate to sound biased, and you're an employee, so you probably
I
are pretty
know.
biased too, but it's hard not to sound biased because they are that good.
So I didn't want to make the change, and then when I changed one tank, and this was the first tank I changed, like you see all the growth in this. I never really got that from flue ball lights. Like the plants looked good, but not like this. So, and there's some other things in here that need to be planted, but.
The thing I really like the
Still eating.
spectrum of their lights. They
Yeah.
make the plants look good. They make the fish look good.
It's like sunshine in your tank. That's what I think.
Awesome. Now, I don't know that I want to go over every single plant in here, but I know we're going to get some comments on this one.
That's stargrass, and I'm actually going to give you and Chelsea some of that.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
The tall one in the back.
That's Mayaka.
Sweet.
And this is a Planageton here, and this is a Crinum natans. And this
It's
is
not-
a regular Crinum. This is a Calamostratum, and this one's
Oh,
a
okay.
natans.
Okay, yeah, the wider leaves. Okay.
Yeah, there's some
Awesome.
boosts in there. Mostly crypts and stargrass right now. So
This is one of those tanks that you could just look at forever.
yeah. And these Conste Tetras, I don't know if you said it, we got them from you actually.
Mm-hmm. For a really good price.
Free 99.
Free $99. I thought you said $3.99. I was
No.
like, I didn't charge you.
Free 99.
All right, let's go left.
Okay,
Let's go this way.
you go.
Another really nice planted tank with a huge sword. Oh my gosh. Are they Hongsley? No. What are they?
Hold on. Kirk got them. Ortegai papagay.
What? Oh, Ortegii.
Yeah, that.
That's what okay, we have those.
I thought so.
Ours are they're quite a bit smaller.
We've had these for years because actually Kirk moved from California to Washington with those and
Oh, wow.
had them in a tote in the back of his truck for that long move. And actually, we thought they probably didn't make it because it was cold when he moved. And we were starting to clean out that tub, and he's like, "Oh, there's something moving! Oh, there's something moving!" And we pulled out at least 15 to 20 of them. So that was a fun day.
Now, are they spawning in here?
Yeah.
And they're just growing out
Yes.
like communally?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
That's kind of what we do with all of our pistos. You'll see that over there in the Nisanite tank as well.
All right, so we've got a huge huge chunk of Java moss.
Yeah.
Did you already say what kind of sword plant this is? Do we
No,
remember?
it's a Rubens sword.
A Rubens
Red
sword?
Rubens, yep. There's
Awesome.
some Anubias in there.
Some really tall Anubias in
yeah.
the back there.
Been in there a long time. This tank, we just kind of leave it and forget it, really. I don't do water changes very often in there. Maybe once a month.
Well, we have these, although they're way smaller, so I'm excited to see how beautiful they
Yeah.
are when they're larger.
There's a mama right there. She's a yellow school bus, so she must have babies.
Yep. Where'd she go? Oh, there she
Right
is.
there, yep.
There was one over here, too.
You can always tell when they have
There she
babies
is.
because they get that yellow school bus and then start toting their babies around.
Wow. That is a very pretty fish.
Yeah.
All right, looks like a 20 long down here. What's going on down here?
Kind of a messy tank, but that's where the
That's kind of the point, though,
Bimaculitis
right?
are. Yeah.
Can't tell you how many times I found thawed frozen food packs in the fish room.
It'll come to that. Oh, that's bloodworms. I usually feed them Cyclops. They like the little foods.
I always forget.
Well, it was defrosting fast because
You have frozen Cyclops?
I usually feed them Cyclops. They actually like the little food, which is really weird because that male is beefy. But they...
Here he comes.
And obviously I did not clean this tank. I try not to. I try to stay out of this tank because I want them to breed. But I've not dropped the pH low enough for them to breed yet. They have to go down in the 4s and 5s as far as Ryan said. So he uses pH down to get his down, and I tend not to like chemicals.
Yeah, I've heard so many horror stories about
Yeah,
that.
I'm kind of, so I am trying to do it with botanicals, so that's why it's got all the leaf litter and the alder cones and everything in it.
I definitely would not recommend pH up or down
Yeah,
to
I don't either.
any
Yep.
beginners.
I
Like,
never do.
Even I wouldn't use that stuff. It's acid.
But that's how he got his to breed, but I'm just trying to do it naturally with botanicals and the driftwood, and I'm letting the hair algae grow because I used to have great luck with hair algae and emperor tetras breeding, so I was hoping that would lend to some breeding action in there.
Well, even if it doesn't, like the fry can graze on it when they hatch out.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. All right. All right, so we got a rack of tanks here. This one looks newly set up.
This is very new. I was actually planting last night.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
What's the plans?
That's Kirk's tank. I just helped him do the hardscape, so I don't know what's going in it actually. I don't think he's really made a decision.
Maybe you should return the favor and buy fish and put them in his tank.
Yeah, but it won't be Limber Daniels, I can assure you. Those are the most spastic fish. Yeah.
All right, what kind of guppies do we got over here?
Those are...
Another just great looking planet tank.
So I think let's move this light so you can actually see the guppies more, because they are really beautiful when you get them in light. And they're hungry too. Everybody's hungry.
Are they Moscow? Like
No,
black?
those are the Galaxy Bluetails. Where
okay.
are all my males? Oh, they're up high. Let's see, if we shine a light on them, you can actually see
there
how
we go.
beautiful they are.
So who's the guppy fan?
I got these. I don't know that I would say I'm a guppies fan. I had them when I lived in Montana, and I missed these when I didn't have them anymore. So Kang was nice enough to send us some.
Oh, they're Kang Lees?
Yes.
So you know you got some good stuff.
And then the shrimp in there are yours.
Hey-oh, look how good.
They
These are like...
look amazing. And you
Yeah.
actually brought me more today. I'm super excited about.
Yeah, we literally have thousands of them.
I'm hoping I have some in my tubs from last year, but I haven't seen them yet.
Wow, I just really like how this looks.
Yeah.
Like minimal hardscape and lots of plants.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Now I see some rice fish down here that I'm excited to see because I love rice fish.
There's a plant attacking you.
So orange rice fish, right?
Yeah.
Any babies in here yet?
I haven't had babies yet.
Are there orange shrimp in here too?
Yes,
Is that what I
there's
see?
orange, yellow.
Oh, nice.
There's kind of a mix.
Is this like a, what plant is this?
That is pearlweed on steroids.
Yeah, I'll say. Holy smokes.
And I cut it back, and I cut it back, and it grows back with a vengeance.
Well, maybe you can cut me some trimmings.
I would love to share.
All right, so right next door, tell us about these fish.
These are Crypto Heroes Nanoluteus, which they've recently changed the name of to Nanatilania, I believe.
Oh, wow, they're all back up there, too.
Yeah, back wall.
So I see
save this
fry.
pump again 'cause yeah, fry everywhere. This is actually our second batch.
And then are these Norman's killifish?
Yeah.
So you got the spawning mop. Do they lay in there?
They do lay in there, and then the Nanoluteus go up there and eat them because I suck at collecting eggs.
Now, is this tank specifically set up for the Nanolutea
Yes.
to breed?
Yes.
And we're going to get some when they grow out?
Absolutely.
All
We will
right.
share.
Awesome. Love it. Now let's look at this tub, because this is really cool. Do you know how many gallons this is?
30.
Okay, let's get it all the way up here. I mean, look at the rice fish. They look so good.
And I'm just floating those red plants in there because I'm giving some to you guys when you leave today. So
Are they silver or platinum?
these are platinum.
Okay. Wow, this is just an indoor little 30-gallon pond.
Yeah, and I use my actual plant light for it. It's an expensive light that I have over it. That's my
Oh,
Soltec
yeah,
light.
the house light. Yeah,
Yeah.
that explains why it's working so well.
Yeah.
And let's see, is there anything else besides the rice fish in
No,
here?
that's all I have in there. Maybe a couple snails snuck in, but
And hopefully we can get some B-roll of the females carrying the eggs, because there's a lot of them carrying eggs right now.
she was over here. She might have got them.
This is just really neat. What made you decide to set this up inside?
So when I got the rice fish from you, it was still cold outside, but I've always wanted to have this kind of setup to where you just have that top view down and in the house, and I have 2 of these ponds, and I just decided, okay, I've got enough room in this basement that I can just bring them in, so that's what I did.
Awesome.
And I love the view of plants looking down. I love that top view.
Over here we got, what, the 45-gallon maybe?
Yeah, 45 tall.
45 tall with some famous fish, I hear.
Those are Dean's Discus. I actually got those right after I moved here.
All of them?
Yeah. I had 7, and I think I have 4 now. But I've had them, well, it'll be actually 3 years.
I'll be
that
honest.
I've had them.
I'll be honest. These wild type discus are the only discus I like. Have you had any problems with them at all?
No, no problems. They also haven't bred, so that would be my one
Well,
problem.
I mean, they're still like this guy's
Yeah.
pretty small. Maybe just a little more size.
Yeah, but you would think after 3 years you'd have some kind of breeding action, but I almost think maybe I have all females.
Oh, yeah, that could be a problem. Well, not according to some people these days, but you know. Oh, they're just so pretty. I love the barring. I
Yeah.
love the faces. They're just so pretty. Now, I'm seeing a Siamese algae eater in every
Yes.
tank. Is that on purpose?
Yeah, just to kind of keep the algae down, but once they get that big like that, he doesn't do his job anymore, and he just
That
haunts
tends
all
to be the
food,
case.
So, yeah. We tend to use shrimp for algae and just manual removing too, but yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next 125.
Okay.
Another just beautiful planted tank. It seems to be a theme around here.
We kind of like plants.
But I finally see a rainbow fish. One lonely.
So there's a story to that.
Oh, good.
We got some of the plants in this tank from Ryan after our move because in our move we lost a lot of plants. There was a manpower issue when we moved tanks, and some tanks kind of.
I would just like to say, thanks for not calling me.
You're welcome.
I hate moving
I
so
know
much.
you do.
So, anyways, carry on.
So he felt bad and brought us some plants after he went to the GSAS meeting. And so we're sitting here a couple weeks later, and I'm like, what is that tiny thing in that tank? Just like bebopping around. And it was the teeny tiniest little rainbow, and that's what it is. And that's him now. And he is huge. And this was just, well, it would have been less than a year because we moved here April 1st. So, yeah. And we don't know what kind he is, do you? Mr.
It looks like
Rainbow
it
expert?
looks like a chilothrina of some
Okay.
type.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would be almost impossible for
Yeah.
me. That's the great thing about auction plants. You never know what's going to tag along.
Oh, she's got eggs. Yes.
Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah.
On that
On the
Amazon
leaf.
sword. Yeah.
I don't want to bug her too
Oh,
much.
that's he. That's the male.
Oh,
That's dad.
wow.
Yeah.
Is this your first time seeing that?
the first time today, but no, they've done that before. We've had wigglers in there, but then they tend to go down to the dark substrate and I imagine starve to death once they get down there. We could pull them.
Yeah, it might be worth pulling if anyone actually cared about Discus. But,
Kirk likes his Discus. They were, I don't know, there was just something that he never got to keep, and I bought him for him for Christmas, and he loves them. So, but he has decided that once they all go, that he won't invest anymore in cichlids, or in Discus, just because they are expensive, and sometimes they don't always live. But
I will say there's one thing that I'm extremely jealous about in this tank, and that's actually the Java fern.
the needle leaf Java fern.
And this is such a hard plant to find. It's so frustrating. I have like one little rhizome with like 2 little leaves that I've been carrying around for like 3 years. It just doesn't grow.
I might have a clump I could spare.
But I make sure that no matter where I go, if I move, I always make sure I have that little clump because you just can't find it anywhere.
No, you can't.
And it's like little mountain. It's like Sideshow Bob haircut. It's one of my all-time favorite plants. I love it. All right, looks like we got an acrylic tank here. What size is this one?
45 gallon?
45?
Yeah.
It looks like more guppies in here, and I'm curious about this little guy. Oh, it's another Nanaludia, huh?
It is.
Oh, and then is this a German ram?
It's a gold ram, yeah. I think that's all that's in there is gold rams and just that
There's a
trio
couple.
of guppies, yeah.
Are these from Kang as well?
No, those are actually from Moonlight Aquatics. That is one thing I
okay.
bought from him besides snails.
Oh,
So.
there's another one up here.
Yeah.
I'm loving the crypts. I can't wait till that's all grown out. That'll look really good.
Yeah.
There's just nothing
It's
like
one
a
of my
good
favorite
crypt
plants,
garden.
yeah.
Is it, which one? Wendigo?
There's some Tropica in there and some Linty green and red.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm excited for these two because I've never seen a 60-gallon in person set up. And you mentioned that this one on the right is newly set up.
It is new, and so it's still in the ugly stage of just
Waiting for stuff to grow out.
Yeah, and brown algae diatom crap, and
Yeah. But I do see some really nice tetras in here, the Congo tetras, and the little blueberry tetras.
That you brought me. Thank you very much. And there's some petricola catfish, and it looks like they're in the back right corner.
Yeah, always a favorite. This is probably one of my favorite catfish of all time.
Yeah.
Like if I could only keep one catfish, that would be it.
And this is a fish that I've always wanted and just never bought, and so I finally did, and I'm actually going to get a few more I think 10 will be good in that tank.
Somewhere on YouTube, there's a video of someone who has about 100 of them in a 75.
Really?
And it is the coolest thing ever.
Well, what sold me is, I've always liked them, but at the store, when they feed, they're just like they just twist and turn and just go crazy, and I just thought that was so cool, so.
Yeah, they're an excellent catfish. If you've never kept them, they'll get about 4 inches, and they're just phenomenal. They're peaceful. They look cool. I've always wanted to pair them with Sultan plecos because they have the same coloration.
Yeah.
And then here's some fish I'm going to go home with that I haven't had in a couple years. The multis here. Tell us about this tank. How long has this been set up?
That's been set up maybe less than a year. And now that the Washington sun has decided to come out, we have all kinds of algae that's coming in from that window. I'm tempted to paint the lids black, but we'll see. There's also some, because it does get out of control.
It does get out of control, but it's so good for the fry.
There's some Bishardi in there too. They have not spawned for me
That
yet.
is bonkers to me.
Yeah.
Like, if any fish that should take over a tank, it should be them.
I absolutely thought it was going to be them first, honestly. Yeah, that is such a cool tank to just watch.
It's so fun. It's a shame that we missed the sun shining through.
Oh.
You literally see like the rays of sun
that
coming
was cool.
down in, and they look really good. Okay, this tank is actually pretty famous. This tank was in my fish room way back in like 2015, and it definitely was not in this good of condition. I'm very excited to see it redone, repurposed, and who doesn't love a big group of yellow labs?
Would you like me to feed them?
Yeah, let's feed them. What's the other one in there? The blue?
Johanni?
That's right. I can never remember. I always mistake them for the Mangino or whatever that one is.
Mangano?
Yeah. What are you feeding them?
Extreme spirulina
Oh, I love that stuff.
from the co-op.
I know a lot of people don't, well, not a lot. I know there's some people out there that aren't fans of African cichlids, but this is just really cool to watch.
I like them for the color. They're nice bright colors.
My favorite is to pair them with blue dolphins.
Yes.
Get the blue and the yellows.
That's actually one I've never had, but I would actually get those.
They just grow so slow.
Yeah.
Especially for a cichlid, which is really bonkers.
Yeah. And these we raised, actually.
Okay,
We started out with 6, I think, and all the others you see are babies that we raised. So we took the female out and we did shaker and put those babies in a separate tank and grew them out and then put them back in. So
Very nice. Now, the multis over here, how many do you start with?
6 and 6.
6 and 6. And now you have hundreds and
Hundreds.
100.
Yeah.
Now, a bow front tank, which I despise
I know
bow
you
front
do.
tanks. But I'm actually not getting a lot of glare or distortion, so this looks pretty good.
Yay. Maybe I
And-
can win you over. But
What
there's no blue backgrounds.
Yeah, no blue backgrounds. Thank you for that. So what's the Episto in here?
That is the Nisanai.
And again, you just community spawn them?
Yeah.
How many of these did you start with?
2. 1 pair.
Look at them. Now they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's male heavy, though.
Yeah. We are male heavy. Do you need some?
I think I need females.
Okay.
I think I have 1 male. And I think it might be a Panduro, not a Nisanai. No, it is a
There's
Nisanai.
quite a few females in there, though. Because there's a male right there in the
Yeah,
front.
that's a
that
beautiful
just,
male.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely need a female.
Yeah.
Anything else? Oh,
Yeah,
the
there's
rummy
rummy
nose.
nose tetras
There
in
we
there.
go.
That was Caleb's tank that was in his room at the other house, and all fish tanks came down here when we got the fish room. So rummy nose was his choice. So
Well, they're one of the best looking tetras. I've never had good luck with them, but
we had a huge school, but again, that was one of the tanks that the rummy nose were affected when we moved. So
and I think this is the last one.
I think so.
Any final words for go shop at aquariumcoop.com?
Yeah, that.
Right? Use my link
Buy
so
all
I get
his
some
crap.
money. Well, you heard it here, folks. Buy
Candy and complain, or don't eat
buy
candy
all
and
that
complain.
crap.
That's what Corey says, right? Buy
Yeah.
all our crap.
Buy all our crap.
Yep.
Well, thanks for having us. It was a lot of
Thanks
fun.
for being here.
If you have any specific questions, let us know in the comments down below. And, well, I guess we'll see you in the next video.